The importance of having a business plan for success. It's early in the year and most reps are setting their goals. They're probably just getting out of their kickoff meeting and there's a lot of excitement. Then what? One of the things that we recommend, it's important to take a quick step back in order to be able to take some huge leap forward. And part of the step back is taking the time to plan your years, and if you haven't done so, one of the things that I recommend that I used to do with my reps very successfully is devise a business plan for success for the year. This business plan has several elements. One of them, the first element, is looking back at the year past. What lessons have you learned in the past? What really worked? What didn't work? Okay, what would you do differently? What would you change? And what help do you need in order to help you achieve your goals? Another element of the business plan is, what is your why? What are you playing for? What's really gonna get you motivated to be able to achieve your goals this year? Okay? As you do that, you have a good foundational work, but that's not all. It's important to create an assessment of where is your pipeline for the year. It's what I call the reality check. As you look at your pipeline, look at Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, look at the status of the pipeline and the health of those accounts that you currently have, and realize how much lift you have to do. Is your pipeline at your company required expectations? Is it at 2x, a 3x, or a 4x pipeline? We do promote to have a 12-month rolling pipeline to get an assessment of how well you're gonna do, because you might do extremely well in Q1, but you might be starving in Q2, so it's important to never lose sight of how your pipeline is going to help. So this is actually a very important tip for sales managers and sales leaders to be able to not only look at your immediate quarter, but the quarters ahead. As you look at your pipeline, as your business plan, it's important to include a factor of what are some of the techniques that you're going to perform in order to achieve your goal. And the most obvious one is obviously prospecting. And as you go through prospecting, what are the time blocks that you're going to achieve for prospecting? Okay. What are the campaigns? Who's going to need to help you? Are you aligned with marketing or not? Are you aligned with your field counterpart and your inside sales counterpart? Are you aligned with sales development? Are you aligned with product management? Do you currently have an account-based marketing approach? And if so, what is the strategy that you currently have for that approach? Okay. Part of your business plan should also include some important goals in terms of personal development. Okay. And I do like to promote a couple of things, as part of your personal development. What are the areas that you need to improve on business-wise? Do you need to know more about the industry? Of course you do. It is important that you become as proficient, if not more, in terms of what are the ailments or the afflictions that you currently have or your customers have, and how you're going to help them achieve. What are the trends? What are the latest technologies that they're going after? What are the challenges that industries are having, either internal or external factors? So as you look at those things, include those things in your pipeline and commit yourself to learn about the industry. The second thing is your product. But don't just learn about the product and benefit. There's an exercise that I like to do, which is, list the number of the product features, list all the product benefits, and the third column is list your value statements. Your value statements are extremely important because that's what really going to add value. So if you have a widget, this is the widget, this is the benefit, and what is the value statement that you currently have from that? Okay, so also in terms of sales skills, okay, list the sales skills that you need to improve on and share those with your manager or your development manager or your sales enablement manager and map those with the sales methodology that your company may have. And if they don't have one, make it upon yourself or take it upon yourself to read on some books that are actually going to help you increase the skills that you need to. There's a very large list of authors that you can learn from. So take it upon yourself. You know, if your company is still in the early stages and they don't have a methodology, make it upon yourself to commit to learning from the best. There are podcasts, there are blog sites that you can learn from. So, you know, make a commitment and write it on your business plan. So there are 3 important commitments that I like to encourage individuals to think about. You are committed to yourself, you are committed to your company, and you're committed to your clients. We can talk about it a little later. So anyways, to finalize the business plan, don't let another week go by to having a very comprehensive business plan for success for the year. If you have any questions, reach out to me, ivang@nextstage.io. You can find me on LinkedIn, or you can visit my website, nextstage.io.